welcome back to my channel. This is my third time filming this shit, I swear to God. But if you're new here, my name is Angel Baby Kyra. Make sure you like, subscribe, go follow me on Instagram and TikTok, all of that good stuff. Today we're talking about our favorite person. I say that sarcastically. Melanie Martinez. I saw Danielle's video and I feel like she really has very good things and input to say, and I kind of want to uplift her voice because she is a survivor of CSAM and CSA, and she has so many good points. Melanie Martinez in the crybaby era and her aesthetic, and kind of like gives answers to the questions in my comments that are genuinely asking, like, I don't see how this is CSA or CSAM. So if you want to watch her video, it'll be linked in the description. I really encourage you guys to go watch it because she really dives deep into it and really like goes into it and lets you guys know why this is CSAM and why this is dangerous. I've also been in downtown because I work in downtown LA, and I've seen that there are crybaby perfume bottles, wheat paste, like posters everywhere, and I was like, damn, we really are in a recession because Melanie Martinez has to bring back her crybaby perfume that her fans have been begging for instead of the Portals one, and she's like made every effort to like distance herself from crybaby and Portals. But I also think it's really fucked up because I know she's seen what people have said about crybaby and also how it's very harmful, but yet she's still wanting to profit off of the trauma in music that she has created and really capitalizing off the nostalgia factor her still relatively young fans want. What's really unsettling about this is that Melanie has built her entire brand off of this hyper-infantilized aesthetic, while also simultaneously being more and more this pseudo-intellectual, spiritual kind of person. Yeah, no one's forcing, like, thank you for observing. No one's forcing anyone to buy someone's merch. The point that people have been making, including myself, is that it's hypocritical, that she's trying to come off as this very humble person who doesn't care about materialistic things, who's so different from other people, but then charges how much for a polyester dress. And the fact that she was like, oh, I put all my money into making high quality art, I beg to fucking differ. Like, honestly, it's kind of funny in like a fucked up way that like she really thinks that she's making this high quality art and shit, and it's like she's always saying, I don't have enough money for this, I don't have enough money for that. I don't think like it's wrong for artists to like want to have money to fund their shit, but then it's like she doesn't really do much with it except just make like more merch to sell and get more money in her pocket, which is like, it seems like she's like, oh, you should be thankful I'm fucking making this overpriced merch, and her fans will straight up say, we should be thankful that she's giving us anything. Like, that's really culty mindset in my opinion.
How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion!
Like, it's really weird how much of a cult her fan base is, and also her fan base is just extremely racist, misogynistic, and just the complete opposite of what she tries to preach in her songs. And it's just very like baffling that people would probably like screenshot this and post it on Reddit or their Discord and then be racist and then body shame me or say whatever they want to say about it, because they've done that to my friend who has been adamantly speaking out about Melanie Martinez and their allegations specifically, and how this has affected Timothy in such a damaging and psychological way, and how she literally had to go into hiding while this like person gets to profit off of people's trauma, and then people are praising her. I can't imagine like how devastating that would be, especially when it's someone that you thought you could trust and then they turn on you like that and they like violate you like in one of the worst ways possible. And they really like screenshotting my friend and then saying the most racist shit. My friend is black, and sometimes they have their natural hair out, and then making fun of a black person and their features is really fucking weird in the big year of 2025, don't you think? But they think that it's a personal attack on them when you're criticizing Melanie. And I've talked about this time and time again about the parasocial relationship that Melanie Martinez and her fans, like her fans have a super unhealthy, like scarily unhealthy parasocial relationship with her, which I damn well know that she knows that that's the kind of parasocial best relationship her fans have with her. And the thing is, like, Melanie honestly doesn't seem like she cares about her fans, and people are like, you don't know, blah, 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 blah. Calm the fuck down, get your panties out of a fucking knot, just hold the fuck up. It's just very unsettling that she knows what people have been saying and dissecting about the crybaby era, and then brings back a nostalgic piece from the crybaby era, and people are like, it's not even porcelain anymore, it's like plastic, and it's $175, which I'm pretty sure is much more expensive than when it first came out. But I will give grace and be like, okay, inflation, blah blah blah, it's a mistake because it's kind of like a time capsule piece from the era, whatever. But I just think that the whole crybaby aesthetic is just very strange that she would want to bring it back when she's tried so fucking hard to differentiate herself from it. And it's really weird because when people saw that, like, Verde was like kind of insinuating that Melanie had cheated on him, people were so quick to like defend Verde and were like, this is where I draw the line, like, Melanie is not a good person because he supposedly cheated on Verde. Did Verde have proof, and did Verde post proof? No, but people believed him. Did Timothy come out with essay allegations against Melanie and didn't have solid proof or picture evidence or anything? Yes. And then people doxed her, harassed her, got into everything besides her bank account. Do you know how fucking scary that is? Like, I still have restraining orders against Melanie Martinez fans, but I can't imagine the extent that Timothy must have felt like she was never safe anywhere, and being an artist and not being able to like perform or even just get like brand deals because she wanted, like, she did modeling or whatever, or even just doing OF and then like just trying to make money, and then people like, you know, get into it and like screenshot pictures of her nudes and shit. Like, it's very fucked up. The people that are doing this are seriously mentally ill. Like, they're really fucked up in the head, and most of them are like children. I feel like that shouldn't even be listening to Melanie Martinez in the first place, and it's definitely a parenting issue because, like, I would not let my child fucking listen to Melanie Martinez. And as a mother, like, I've just been like more hyper vigilant of like things that concern like children because I was so vulnerable as a child. Like, that's kind of why I like parasocially attached myself to Melanie, because she was like, oh, I was bullied in high school and no one understood me, and it's like what I was going through. And it just seems like it's really disappointing to, you know, follow someone for a very long time and have supported them and see them like blow up and get big, and it's like really exciting. Yeah, I just can't ignore the allegations anymore. Like, I think like people who are Melanie fans have also said like they feel really bad that they didn't believe Timothy the first time, but now they just can't like deny anything anymore. And that's kind of where the boat that I was in, especially like blowing up and doing like her covers and shit. And then people are like, well, you just suck at doing her covers, you used to like be a Melanie fan and blah blah blah. And people can't grasp the fact that like people also change and people like get over things. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's really strange. And then when people comment on my videos like concerning Melanie Martinez, they're like, weren't you a Melanie Martinez fan? Weren't you this? Weren't you that? Yes, like, damn, shit. What do you want from me? Like, I have to like completely revoke myself. And it's like, anytime I'm critical about Melanie Martinez, people are like, you're just doing this for clout, you're just blah 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 blah. And it's like, you just seem like you're projecting on me, and it just seems like people are just not ready to have that conversation about how women on women assault isn't like really seen or talked about. And people are like, why didn't Timothy go to court? And I've said this repeatedly, and I just can't tell if like these kids are like genuinely asking. It is very fucking traumatizing. Someone like Melanie Martinez has money, even though she says that she's fucking in debt or whatever the fuck. People like her have way more money than Timothy, and people are like, oh well, Timothy says she needs therapy and she's spending like $100 on the boo-boo. I'm sorry, but I don't think that's a valid point, because she's allowed to have things that make her happy, and I feel like it's totally valid for her to be like, Melanie Martinez fans owe me therapy. They fucking owe me therapy too, because I'm fucking like hyper vigilant about this shit, and just like it makes my skin crawl anytime I see someone defend her. Like, because like I was that person too, like defending her, and it's just like really embarrassing that I ever was like a fan of her or like ever defended her or ever like covered her music and shit. And I know people are gonna be like, oh, you wanted to be her, you wanted to blah blah blah. I just really enjoyed her music, and I felt like it was something that I could really relate to. But it just seems like a whole like facade, especially knowing the kind of like person that she's trying to make herself out to be is not the person that she like is. And no, I don't know her personally, and neither do you. But from what people have said who do know her, it seems like there's kind of a repeating pattern. But I feel like her fans always swarm the comments. It's just her art or stream portals. That just shows the immaturity that these people have, and they really lack any kind of critical thinking skills to be like, hey, instead of being a fucking dick, maybe, just maybe, I should listen to what this person has to say. Or maybe I should get my head out of my ass and stop sucking Melanie Martinez's dick. Sorry, I had to get graphic there. But like, damn, it's really fucking weird. And if you feel weird about the whole situation, you're not the only one. I feel like more and more people are talking about it, and I feel like it's a good thing. And that's why I just need to like make this video and just like get it out there, because I want people to know that it's okay to be critical of people you once looked up to, and to be like, hey, that's not cool or okay. I think like if you still like her music, obviously, like if you already have like her CD, like I have her CD, I don't know where the fuck it is, but I'm probably gonna sell it, it's her CD or anything like that, you can still like listen to it. I don't know, personally for me, it's just like really weird for me to listen to it, because it just reminds me of a lot of like bad that were happening to me from her fans. But like, it's a way to not give her money. You already paid for the merch and all that shit, so you might as well just listen to her shit. Just think like when your art exploits the very thing it claims it's trying to heal, I feel like that's like a problem, and it gets into this really weird territory of like, who are we to police someone's art, and how do we determine whether or not it's exploitative of certain traumas or of certain heavy themes. Like, we could say the same thing with Lana Del Rey, maybe Ethel Cain, Nicole Dallinger, and etc., you know. And I just think like, yes, we can have this conversation, and it's a good conversation to have, especially like as an artist myself and being like in an artistic creative space. I feel like it's really important, and as a consumer of those things, like, damn, like maybe it's kind of toxic, or maybe it's kind of like not good for my mental health, you know. It's really weird also how her fans like completely defended Verde when he was like kind of insinuating, saying that Melanie cheated on him or whatever the fuck, and then she got with this new person like really quickly, but they could have been broken up for months. Honestly, I don't give a fuck. Like, we shouldn't give a fuck about her personal life, but I feel like people like really like defended him without any evidence or anything. But then when Timothy Heller comes out about it, and she says this too, like it took her years and years and years for people just to like listen to her and hear her story and actually get support that she needed. But then when Verde comes out about it one time about his bad experience with Melanie Martinez, then people are like, okay, this is where I draw the line, not the essay allegations. And I think that's kind of fucked up. I think that's all I have to say about this video. Please like go watch Danielle's video. It's very, very informative, and I think it covers everything else that I needed to cover. And I think that having a person who's actually experienced CSAM is a way better voice for it. So please go and watch her video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you're gonna threaten me, body shame me, and do any of the really nasty stuff you guys usually do, I'll block and report you. So there's no point, because you will be blocked and reported. Okay, thank you. Little PSA. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Be respectful, please, and I will catch you guys next video. Bye.